Finding your money spirit guide. Why do you need to do that? And more importantly, how do you do that? I'm Heidi Carter, money mindset coach and guide, and I'm so happy to be here with you today. And many of us have experiences with money that get tangled up, they get really messed up in our minds. And so a lot of times it's the experience that we've had with a person or a situation, and the energy of money gets tangled up with that. And in my work, I help my clients untangle the experience. I help them untangle the person or situation from the spiritual energy of money. And I'll give you an example. Let's say that you had an experience with money growing up where you had a parent that was trying to control you with money. And so let's say, when you did what the parent wanted, you got a reward. And when you didn't do what the parent wanted, the money was, let's say the reward was money, right? So let's say when you did what the parent wanted, you got a financial reward. And then when you didn't do what the parent wanted, the money was withdrawn or withheld. So in your mind, money and that negative experience are all tangled up and wrapped up together. And so you might think, I hate money, but what you're really doing is you're remembering the experience that you had with money, with that person or situation. And so we can separate them. We can separate the energies. And when you separate them, you can be like, oh, okay, over here is the person that did that thing. And over here, I've pulled the spiritual energy of money apart. So then you can go to healing whatever happened with that person or situation. And you can also really hone in and expand this relationship with money. And I do that with my clients through introducing them to their money spirit guide. And so it's really important to talk about what is a money spirit guide. If you can think of it like God gives us many channels through which to connect to God, right? You might connect to God through meditation, right? When you close your eyes and relax your body, you can connect to God, you can receive God's wisdom, and you can even get a download for your life or your business, right? So you're channeling in that spiritual wisdom. You can raise your hand and say, God, I also want a way to connect with money. Show me a way to connect with money. Show me a symbol. Show me a money spirit guide, right? And in this scenario, we're not saying God is money, only God is God, but God can direct you and give you channels to connect to money as a friend. And so it's really important to find this, because otherwise all the experiences you've had with money in the past are just all wrapped up and it's not in that pure spiritual form, right? But then when you find this friend, when God gives you this symbol, and God might show you, hey, connect to money through the ocean water, or hey, connect to money through this symbol of a horse, right? Then you can start connecting to that money spirit guide. It's a symbol that God gave you. It's a spiritual symbol that God gave you. And you can channel God's wisdom through this money spirit guide. Because the bottom line, like I talked about last week, God wants you to prosper. God wants you to thrive. God wants you to feel loved. God wants you to share your body of work. God wants you to thrive in all ways, including with money. And so it's really important to find a way to connect to money in this pure form. So you could sit in this meditation, you could ask God, show me this money symbol, show me a way to connect to money spiritually. And then you could get this money spirit guide. Let's say God showed you a dolphin. Several of my clients have gotten dolphin. And so now you're in your mind's eye and in the spiritual realm, you're riding in the ocean with the dolphin. You're seeing the expansive energy that you can create with money by your side. You're seeing that as you and dolphin go through the ocean, that money is everywhere, that money is infinite. And God's leading all this, right? God's leading all this for you. And you're just jumping in. You're using your creativity to get connected. You have to have an open mind. If you have tried everything else and you haven't been able to relieve your money anxiety, you haven't been able to stop worrying about money, you may have even reached super high levels of earning. And still, when you're going to bed at night, you're worried about money. And so, being able to physically manifest money doesn't mean that you've resolved your money issues. Or you could also be at a level where you haven't been able to manifest at the level that you desire. In either case, doing this work in the spiritual realm can shift everything for you, because now you have a new way to think of money, and it's in this pure spiritual form. So I want you to try this, try doing this, try connecting. There's a free gift on my and my website that shows you exactly how. It's a little video and a meditation that takes you through the process. But even if you don't listen to that, just sit in meditation. Just ask God, show me a symbol, show me a way to connect to money, and see what comes up. I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear what happens when you meet this friend. And then once you have the symbol, and if you have a hard time getting it through my website meditation or just sitting on your own doing it, you're welcome to contact me. I can help you do it personally. But once you are connected, now you have untangled all those other experiences, and now it's just you and money. You can meet in this sacred container called your money practice, which is your spiritual practice extended, right? You probably already have a spiritual practice. Now you're adding in money to that spiritual practice. And you can meet with money. Now you're here as friends. You can do all kinds of stuff with money. You can have soul to soul conversations, which I'll get into later, where you're telling money how you feel and you're listening back. Money's responding. And you can manifest through this channel. You can get support for your business and your mission and your career through this channel. You can find the courage to look at your finances, because how are you treating this friend money? So everything shifts when you find this money spirit guide and you begin to think of money as a friend. So that is a really important piece that I have for you today. This one step has changed my life. It has changed my client's life. And I want to urge you to take this one step today to find your money spirit guide. And I look forward to hearing what happens for you when you do that. All right, much love. And I will